But we are not helpless in the face of these headwinds, and Kirk Cameron isn't the only one writing books for children with good moral messaging. Our first guest tonight is doing so as well with his book Freedom of Bark, the first book in the Little Patriots program. It features Liberty the Eagle from the Star-Spangled Adventures cartoon series and the Barker family, a family of dogs learning how to be great classmates, friends, neighbors, and citizens, according to its website. So join us now to discuss is former United States Secretary of Housing and Urban Development and former Republican presidential campaign candidate, Dr. Ben Carson. Dr. Carson, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Great. So first things first, like I said, it really is an honor to have you here with us tonight. I want you to tell us a little bit more about your book, Freedom of Bark, for all the little patriots out there in the making.
Well, we've been very concerned at American Cornerstone Institute about some of the indoctrination that's going on with our children. Children are very impressionable. And I think those who want to fundamentally change our society understand that. And they're taking advantage of the fact that children are naturally curious also. So in order to counteract some of the messages that are coming out of the school system, out of Hollywood, out of some of these books, which would be very embarrassing even for adults to read, we have placed a goal on making sure that they understand what the principles are that guided our country from a ragtag bunch of militiamen to the pinnacle of the world. Things like our faith, things like our families, liberty, community, and life. And in this particular book, which is the first in a series of books about the Barkers, a family of dogs with a traditional basis, father, a mother, children, which is becoming rare in our country, by the way, but teaching them the importance of the First Amendment, of freedom of speech, and what that actually means, and also how to be respectful of other people's rights. If all the dogs are barking at the same time, no message gets through. Teaching them how to disagree, but not be disagreeable, learn how to find common ground. And, it was really one of the ways that made America great in the beginning. You had these communities with people from Spain and England and South America and Africa. And in many cases, they could barely communicate with each other, but they understood the concept of the common good and combining their skills and talents for the common good of the community. That's how we grew so rapidly and so strongly. And those are the things we want to teach our children. And people can go to our website, AmericanCornerstone.org, or to littlepatriotslearning.com and get the books either through Amazon or through the website. All the proceeds go right back into the program so we can create even more content. And all the learning materials, which are voluminous, are free of charge because we get people to underwrite the cost.
And that's absolutely amazing. It's such a beautiful program they were able to put together, because sometimes we just focus on only the evil that's being, spoon-fed to our children through these books, especially with the parents who have to fight them in these school meetings, and then you have Garland, the DOJ, and the rest coming after them for it. But then the other side of that, though, that gets less talked about is it's really a robbery of our children. They're being
Absolutely.
robbed of wisdom and knowledge, everything that you're talking about there, these good moral virtues that used to be so infused in our society. Now so many kids don't actually grow up understanding it at a base level because it's been robbed from them. They don't get it from their books. Sometimes they don't get it from their families. They don't get it from their teachers oftentimes, or from culture. So that's why I want to ask.
And we talk about it.
Go ahead.
We talk about that all the time on American Cornerstone websites and on our Facebook page, which was canceled today, because they said it violates their principles, because we talk about the good things. We talk about the values that made us into a great country. That violates their principles. Censorship is rampant in our society, and we have to fight it strenuously.
I feel like every time I think I've heard it all, something like this hits me. Like you're saying, talking about good virtues, and Facebook goes, oh, that's against our policies and our beliefs. That's quite scary right there, especially with AI trying to take over, that it goes against their beliefs.